weather app tells me it's fucking snowing. It's not snowing, but it might have been before I woke up. There's no snow on the ground, but like it's not quite cold enough, I think, for it to settle. Which like is good, obviously, but also the fact that it's fucking cold enough to be snowing. It's like 2 degrees out, and like, could it not be? I mean, it's the 12th, so we can go do nice shopping, I guess. Again, I'm gonna get a sofa. That's gonna be an important thing. Just went into British Heart Foundation and bought the first sofa they saw. I have a sofa now. Oh my god, or at least I will have a sofa now on Saturday. I also got a really shit armchair, because it was 15 quid, and I was like, I should probably have an armchair. I phoned up Royal Mail and spoken to an actual human being, which is good, and have pointed out, so they should know the door code now to get in through the gate. They also know that despite... So there are two names for the flat. There are two names for the flat, and letters are addressed to both of them that come to the same place, and letters are primarily addressed to one of them, but the gate on the outside has the other one. So that's a bit much. But you know, what can you do? They have now been made aware that they are the same property, and it should be okay. It should... God, I hope it's okay. I read a news article that was like, hey, you know they're probably going to bring Twilight Princess to the Nintendo Switch. And I was like, yes, yes, please do. So I've been thinking a lot about, like, this whole situation, right? And thinking, like, what would I have done differently? Because obviously I have, like, 7 months of experience. 7 months? Christ. Yeah, 7 months of experience of living down here alone now. And it's like, even with hindsight, I don't know what the best decision would have been. So I've just had to set up an account to use my printer. It's completely ridiculous, actually. I had to give it my email address and my phone number. And it's just like, I just want to scan one document. I hate this. I've just been to Boots to pick up my prescription and also some shaving stuff. And they had this deal on shaving foam, which was like, oh, this line of products, 2 for £4. It's like, great, awesome, let's go for some of those. And I noticed that one of them was just actually over £4 by itself, but apparently was still included in the deal. So I've got some of that now, it's very nice. So the water people have sent me a bill, which makes sense because after, 7 months of living here, I should probably have one. And it's all fine and good, and it's saying, you are using a lot more water than you've previously been using. And I'm like, oh no, how much water am I using? And it's like, you're using 77 litres per day. And I'm like, that does sound like a lot. And then it's like, okay, the average that a person uses is 181 litres per day. I'm just like, that's probably nothing to be concerned about, because it's telling me that this time last year I was using 0 litres per day. My last bill from a couple months ago, apparently, was 18 litres per day. I appreciate they've raised the concern that I am using more water per day, but I don't think it's actually possible that I was using 0 or 18 litres per day previously, and considering that 77 litres per day is still about half the national average, I think I'm fine. I had the phone call to say they're on the way with the sofa, and it should be here within like 5 minutes or so. But they did say that they're on their way, like, in the van, having just done another delivery, which means that it's going to have come all the way from the place which is literally 4 doors down, all the way around wherever it's been, and then back here, so it's a good time, you know? Apparently it got up to 14 degrees today, which is weird, because it was still pretty cold, but it is going to get up to, like, 16, 17 degrees over the next week, so that's something at least. That's pretty good. I didn't manage to get a haircut today, so it's still kind of long and a bit... The back is not good, but you know, what can you do? Like, this shop over there closed down pretty much within the week I moved down here, and it has just been empty for like 6 or 7 months now, but recently it has been bought and they've painted it purple. On the inside, and the walls are purple as well. They've put some nice carpets in. I'm really quite excited to see what it is. I told my GP and my grad manager that I've got a bit of the old depression and it's not doing particularly well. So they're both aware. Neither of them can actually do anything though, because, you know, they can't end the pandemic. But you know, I've got some leave coming up, that should be pretty good.